Hey, Bill here, October 9th, 4:43 p.m. Getting on towards the end of the day. Okay, here's what I did so far. It's not hard work, but it just takes time. I cleaned out the floor here, as you can see, and I caulked up the edges with silicone caulk from over here, there. Then I cut a board here, piece of plywood. Screwed it in, put more caulk, caulk there, caulk. And it's watertight where the curdy cloth on the curb is. Okay, so sweeped up, vacuumed, and then I put down, well, it's shiny now, the Durock is now shiny. I put down this latex polymer primer that came with self-leveling concrete from, I bought at Big Orange. So, also, before I did actually after the cleaning, but before the primer, just before lunch, I laid out the radiant floor heat mat. I wrapped them all up, laid it out, got a pretty good final idea of how to lay it out. You cut the mat, the fiberglass mesh matting in between. You don't cut the orange wires, and you can lay the mat out like that, and then cut it, then turn the mat, come back, cut it again, turn the mat, and we'll go into there. So tomorrow, actually the remainder for this day is that I have to build a dam around the toilet flange, and then tomorrow, I guess, or maybe even tonight, I could lay down the heating mats and even wire it up. And so I'll run pull the cord up using pull the power cord up through the conduit that I snake the conduit with this nylon rope here, so the other end is coiled down there. So snake the line, and also then I have to also put in the auxiliary, actually put in both sensors. I can't remember, I think there were two sensors I got to put in, one the primary and the backup, and get those laid down according to the rules. And then I'll probably then come back tomorrow and mix up the 50-pound bag of thin set. I've calculated for the square footage that I have here, that one bag will provide me with a 1/4 inch all the way across. And that's exactly what I need, so that's good, because that bag is $32, and with tax it's like $36 and change. So the thin set for the curdy and the modified or unmodified, that's like $8-10. That's nothing, but when you hit the $32 a bag, you start to pay attention to using it efficiently. So that's what's going on. Really, what I'm doing right now is just waiting. I just bought some more tools for I bought this Curdy brand, Schluter brand caulking for all the holes and tears in the fabric. And for if you have like air pockets, you cut it and then you put the caulk in, and then smush the fabric against the caulk and seal it up. So it's expensive caulk, but it's got the Curdy guarantee or whatever, so we'll use that. And it's getting there, so I think I did okay here. I think it'll be good enough. So yeah, that's what's going on. So I'll see you guys later. Okay, 5:43 p.m. And I put the primer down. You get that shininess. It's pretty much dried by now. Right on schedule, about 2 hours exactly what the instructions said, and that's what I found pretty much. So what I've done now is, I can step in here again. It's a little bit sticky, but I've made a cofferdam out of cardboard. That's this cardboard strips I used to get the drywall plumb. I wrapped it around the toilet trim and used a lot of silicone caulk around it. I'm going to let it dry tonight. Tomorrow it should be pretty waterproof, so the self-leveling concrete will flow around it. So let's see. I want to shut the camera off now. Well, I've made this made another cofferdam here. I don't know if it's a cofferdam, but I just dammed it with this piece of plywood and a lot of silicone caulk. And so it shouldn't leak. And water is still in the P-trap over there. It's still working. So I'm gonna lay down the radiant floor mats, and then I'll come back and show them just lay down on the ground. Be back later. Okay, 6:11 p.m. I have made up a wiring harness here of the heating elements and the two thermostats, or sensors. They have two. It comes with one, but you can buy an additional one. It's just a resistor on the end that's a thermistor, I guess. That's a temperature sensitive resistor. The colder it is, the more resistive it is, so there's less voltage sent back to the computer. Or maybe it's the other way, whatever. The thermostat, which will go in that conduit box there, came with one, but they recommend you buy another one just in case the first one goes, and because it's all encapsulated in concrete under the tile, it's not exactly an easy fix if you only have one and it fails. So I've made a wiring harness, and this string that I ran back in August when I put the drywall up, I made that conduit. So what I did is I made a bundle here, and I've pulled it in, and it's turned and gone up the tube, and we're gonna feed it. So I'll be back in a moment. Hey, 6:41 p.m. here. Okay, I pulled the wires, wired up the loudmouth. Loudmouth is on, or install alarm, whatever it's called. And got the wiring harness up. Here are the leads for the two sensors. The two sensors are right there. And tomorrow what I'll do is I'll feed them in. I'll probably feed them over there and feed them in the sensors. And so you have a kind of rough approximation of where the coils pads are going to go. And so definitely want the floor heated where I stand for the sink, and we're not going to come close to the toilet. And it looks good. It's kind of the only problem is that these coils, that's too close to the curb, and these are too close. But I might have to bring these guys in 2 inches from the wall, or maybe a little bit less. I might not be able to exactly follow the manual. It's just kind of an annoying shape that is, I'll have to play around with it. This one is pretty much, this mat right here is pretty much ready to be fixed down. I have to call Ellen and my sister and see if she has a hot glue gun I can steal for her day. Or either that, or use my electric stapler and drive staples in through the fiberglass mesh. And yes, of course, not stapling through the heating elements. So that's that. I might staple or hot glue tonight, because I like doing electrical work more than anything, and this is, I don't know if there's anything on TV tonight that I want to watch. I could steal a march and get these down, get all the sensor leads and everything squared away, and tomorrow I'll probably mix up the self-leveling concrete and go for it and pour it in and see if I can do it in one shot, or if I need two coats. So hope not, because I don't put the floor sky high really. So I'm already concerned about the height of the toilet ring. Well, they sell extra high toilet wax rings, so we'll see. Alright, well, talk to you later, bye.